Hello guys, welcome out to Sonic Generations, and in this part, we're going to be playing through Rooftop Run from Sonic Unleashed. So let's do this. So, yeah, Sonic Unleashed. Half a good game. Yeah, half a good game. Well, okay, I'm just kidding around. I mean, I don't know, I didn't really mind the Werehog that much. I mean, you know, I had some fun with it. I mean, yeah, it wasn't the smartest idea Sega's ever come up with, but I don't know. I actually kind of like the Werehog in Unleashed, but yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about. So, yeah, Rooftop Run. I really have no complaints here because, one, I love the music, and two, the stage design feels pretty fantastic. And I don't know, for this stage, it's pretty much like, I don't know, one of these stages has like one of the less platforming, if you ask me, because, you know, I've done many speedruns on this stage, mainly because there's less platforming in here. And I think I might have ranked in probably, maybe, are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah. Anyone remember Axes from Unleashed? I don't. But anyway, I actually ranked, I believe on, if you go search on Xbox Live for Sonic Generations, I think I may have ranked probably, maybe somewhere in the top 100s or 200s or something. Because I actually did remember at one point I actually was. So yeah, that was awesome. That's probably the closest I've ever gotten to that on this game. Well, that and Chemical Plant of Classic Sonic. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you, for second picks, you know, I mean, Rooftop Run was my favorite stage in Unleashed. Well, yeah, it was my favorite stage in Unleashed. So, but if I had a second choice, probably Jungle Joyride or Cool Edge, because I did like those stages too, but I don't know. Rooftop Run was my most favorite. Plus, it had probably the best stage soundtrack in any Sonic game. Oh dear. I remember, I remember, sometimes I always get glitched there. And I do love this remix right here, although I much prefer the original. Because that just sounds so rockin', and, you know, that music, I mean, it just makes you feel so alive. But this is a nice remix too. I don't know. Well, I guess I should talk about my personal thoughts of Unleashed. Well, I don't know. I didn't mind the game. I did like Unleashed, but I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, I have both the PS2 version, the Wii version, and the 360 version. But the PS2 and Wii version, although aren't that much different, except, you know, the Wii's more powerful and has better graphics and such. But, and yeah, S-Ring, that was pretty easy. But I was saying, I don't know, like when the Unleashed first came out, I had the PS2 version. But then I later got the Wii version, and then it was not until, I think last summer, is when I got the 360 version of Unleashed. And, I don't know, I had more fun with 360 version than I had the Wii version, mainly because, I guess because of better daytime stages, but, I don't know, there were also a lot of times where it could get really frustrating, though, especially as the Werehog. Ugh. I mean, I remember there were some stages that I really hated the Werehog, such as Empire City. Ugh. That had some of the worst platforming ever. And Shamar, which had that area where you cannot ever escape for the life of. But, yeah. But, however, though, that was just my first playthrough of it, but I've been recently playing it much lately. I guess because, one, here's the thing, though. That jump drive I recorded my Unleashed files were all gone. So, you know, I just replayed it again, and honestly, I have to admit it, though, but I think I actually like that game a lot more than ever. I'm just saying that right now. I mean, it just really seems so easy. I mean, I just really enjoyed that game a lot more than I first did. I don't know, maybe it's because I played through it or something. I mean, it just seemed much easier to me. I mean, a lot of people complain about the Werehog stages being too long, but me, I can't recall a stage where I spent more than 20 minutes on. Well, aside from Mega Man Land, but other than that, you know, I mean, the longest time I think I ever lasted on my second playthrough of Unleashed for the 360 was Shamar, which lasted about, oh my god, lasted about 17 minutes, I believe. But other than that, I can't really call one where I spend more than 20 minutes on. And, you know, I mean, all the flaws I thought, you know, just were barely noticeable to me. I mean, a lot of people complain about the hub worlds, although I never really had a problem with that. I mean, I really think people complain about those for no reason. I mean, saying you have to talk to everyone, you gotta do gazillion missions, or it's so freaking huge. One, it's not huge at all. Two, you know, I barely get lost. And also, you barely have to do any missions, although there are some you could do, but those are optional. And also, you don't have to talk to everybody. I mean, there's only like, probably 2 moments in the entire game, for I remember. Once in Spagonia and 2 in Chenan, where I had to talk to anybody. I mean, I don't know, I mean, I don't even get why people complain about them. They were just fun to me. So, I mean, I've always enjoyed the hub worlds and Sonic games, well, except for Sonic 06. But, you know, but I just don't really think the hub worlds are that bad. I mean, I really think people complain about those hub worlds for no reason at all. And then as for the medal collecting, wow, I really think that's the worst part of the game, because, you know, I just don't really think it's necessary, because, I mean, they're basically forcing you to play the same levels, you know, just to unlock new ones, which I thought was kind of stupid, but now I actually kind of like it, because, this really increases the replay value a little bit more. I don't know why, and also, I really think, though, if you really search hard, you know, finding medals is actually pretty easy. I mean, I didn't really have to grind for medals that much. It's not really until the very last, you know, level where medal collecting, you know, really kicks in. I mean, let's just say, though, I'll tell you one thing, though, when you reach Adamet, you gotta get 120 sun medals, which is crazy. But, I don't know. I mean, I just really think, I really thought Unleashed was a really enjoyable and fun game. I mean, I'm talking about the 360 version. Like I said, the Wii version, you know, I liked it, but I really thought there were some things that could have improved. Like, for example, the day stages, you know, they could have been done more, but instead, you know, all you had was, you know, just one stage and then, you know, just a couple of side missions, which I thought was kind of dumb. But yeah. Well, let me put it this way about what's better about the Wii or the 360 version. The Wii version, what was better? Probably better designed Werehog levels. You don't have to collect sun medals. There's really you don't really have those airplane missions or whatever. You know, you guys know what I mean. What else? That's probably the only positives I could think of that make it better. Like, yeah, for a 360 version, better graphics, better day stages, no forced tutorials where, you know, Trip pauses the game. Well, that unless you actually hit those question mark things. Yeah, and, you know, exploring hub worlds. Well, I thought that was a plus. The critics didn't, but I thought it was. And I don't know, the Werehog control better in my opinion. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts.
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
Oh, do you? So, Victor's new voice, I don't know, I guess it's alright. I never really cared for the Chaotix voice, because they're not really that much of important characters. But, you know, I guess it's a fine voice. It's better than find the computer room! Yeah. So, yeah, that does it for this part, but, you know, honestly, guys, let me know what you thought about Sonic Unleashed. You know, did you like it? Did you hate it because of the Werehog? Did you hate it because of the day stages? Did you like the Werehogs? Did you like the day stage, etc., etc.? You know, let me know. I always like to hear about people's opinions, and, you know, don't worry. If you say you hate it, then, you know, that's fine. I don't usually get butthurt that easy. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and then, yeah. So tune in next time as we will enter the last stage of the modern era, or boost era, whatever you like to call it. Where we will be going from Planet Wisp on Sonic Colors. Till then, goodbye, everybody.